receive my greetings. I hope that you are fine and that God has kept you safe. I'm also fine and I'm very, very grateful to God. Today, I would like to address men. I would like to talk about things that men should not do to their penis. Things that men should not do to their penis. Um, all these things that men should not do are aimed at making sure that their overall reproductive health is enhanced, because there are certain things that can affect the male reproductive health, leading to issues of erectile dysfunction, low libido, low sperm count, low sperm quality, the quantity, and the overall effect is infertility. So I want to discuss these things that men should not do to their penis. Number one is clothing. Men should not wear tight clothing, especially their boxers or rather the innerwears. Too tight innerwears will not allow hair circulation. And number two, the clothing, the tight boxers will increase the heat around the scrotum, the testis, the penis, and this can alter the process of sperm production. And if you have altered sperm production process, then infertility is beckoning. Another thing is sitting for too long. Hear this, my dear brother. You should not sit in the same position for too long. Make sure you change position. Make sure when you sit for some hours, you stand up, take a walk, and come back. This will allow air circulation and will also ensure that the pressure, the heat has not built up around your testes. Another thing is for them that ride on motorbikes, the border riders, the motorbike riders, you should not ride on your motorbike for long periods of time without periods of rest. You should rest in between your riding. You should not ride on a motorbike from morning to the evening without any rest, because this will increase the heat around your testes. So these three things that I've mentioned can be summarized by: don't limit blood flow to your penis. Don't limit blood flow to your penis. Don't do anything that will make sure that blood is not flowing sufficiently to your penis. So when you do this raises the temperature. For example, if you sit for too long, if you wear tight clothing, if you ride on a motorbike for too long, this will increase the temperature. Remember, the temperature outside your testes should not be higher than your body temperature. It should be slightly lower than your body temperature. So when the temperature around the testes has gone higher than the temperature in your body, then sperm production will be affected. Another thing is, this I think is not common, and maybe you have not heard it: oral hygiene. Research has shown that men who have dirty teeth, poor oral hygiene, bad smell, very dirty teeth, those men have low sperm counts, have issues to do with weak erection, because the bacteria that are present in your mouth, for example, the bacteria that causes periodontal disease, the disease of your gums, is directly linked to your reproductive organs. So these bacteria can colonize your penis, the penile tissue, and cause infection. So this can increase the levels of bacteria in your sperm. Yeah, the level of bacteria in your sperm can increase, and this can cause issues to do with weak erection, low sperm count, or even low libido. So those who have dirty teeth, make sure you clean your teeth. Make sure you ensure clean teeth. And this also applies to women. Women who have dirty teeth, poor oral hygiene. The bacteria present in your mouth can increase the chances of endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome, and these are the gateways to infertility. So ensure that you clean your mouth, you brush your teeth, and if there are issues, you can see a physician, a dentist for that case, for checkup, because infection in your mouth has direct link to your reproductive organs. Are we together up to that point? Another thing is, don't place your laptop on your laps. There are people who use laptops. Let's say this is the laptop. This is just a mobile phone. You just chat. You type your work. Maybe you are doing that academic writing in your laps. The heat that is generated by the laptop has very harmful radiations. And this radiation can increase the temperature around your testes. And this can cause the effects of low sperm count, poor sperm motility, and also the ability of the sperm to move. The other point is linked to laptop, these mobile phones. Don't place your mobile phones. There are people who chat when the mobile phone is around the pubic area. When the mobile phone is around the penis, the testes. The radiation that are generated from the mobile phone are also harmful to your sperms, to your testes. So ensure that you don't place your mobile phone anywhere near the testes or the penis, because the radiation can kill your sperms and also cause poor motility of the sperms. So another thing is, don't ignore danger signs. Don't ignore danger signs around your penis. Sometimes you can see rashes around your penis. You can see some itching around your penis. You feel like scratching yourself because of the itching effect. And also sometimes you can have sudden erection without being aroused. Those are danger signs. You are not supposed to get an erection without arousal. But sometimes you can have sudden erection. So this means when the woman will be present, then you will not be able to sustain an erection. You can have a weak erection. So don't ignore danger signs. If you see rashes, sores, swelling, redness, itching, consult. Go to hospital for consultation to treat those danger signs. Another thing is, avoid bathing with too hot water. Avoid taking bath. Avoid bathing with too hot water, because too hot water will also will boil your sperms, will boil your testes. And when that heat is too much, the process of spermatogenesis, the sperm production, will be affected. Lastly, I know this is very controversial. But avoid sending your penis to girls in social media, because you see, you are man enough, your manhood is very, 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 very energetic, and someone asks you for your penis, don't send. And this is controversial, but don't send, because you'd never know what will happen to your image once it is circulating in social media. Because we human beings are social beings, are spiritual beings, are physical beings. But this is connected to the spiritual part. Don't send your manhood. Don't send your penis to any girl across social media. Men, are we together? When you do that, you may never have children. When you do that, you may never make a woman pregnant, because you don't know what they did with that image. This is the spiritual part. So men, those are some of the tips that we can do, that we can avoid, to make sure that our penises are okay. And above all, avoid cigarette smoking, because cigarette smoking will block blood flow to your penis. I had forgotten that. So those are some of the tips. In case you have questions, you can ask. I'll be glad to answer. Ishmael Mbidia, your favorite health educator.